Okay, so today I'm really excited to sit down with Matthew, a student in grade 12. Mr. Moore, your teacher, sent me an email with this amazing list of accomplishments, so we had to get in touch, and I'm so excited to sit down with you today. And before we get started with our question and answer, I am going to maybe embarrass you a little by listing out these amazing accomplishments. So you're a math and physics guy, and you've done really well with contests and competitions. So in grade 10, you won the Michael Smith Science Challenge. Last year, you placed 7th nationally and 2nd in BC on the CAP physics exam. Because of those results, you made Team Canada for the International Olympiad on Astronomy and Astrophysics. That's an annual competition for high school students. And you're going to be competing with Team Canada in a few weeks in Thailand. You were a leader in our Physics Olympics team, and you took 4th place at the BC Physics Olympics. In math, you've done well in various internationally recognized math contests. And we heard you had an interesting summer last summer at some camps working in the labs at the University of Florida.
Yes.
That was a mouthful. So congratulations on all these amazing accomplishments. I have to ask, have you always had a love of physics? How did this start?
Should I talk about my love of math began in grade 7, I think, at Mulgrave. Because before that, math was just like writing down equations and then just plugging in numbers. But in Mulgrave, I was exposed to my first math contest. And I think that math contest problems are like different from normal like school problems because the principles that you would use to solve a math contest problem are all the same. Like you still use the same equations, but you would have to take in equations from like many different fields of mathematics. For example, like a geometry problem might require that you use the quadratic formula or something like that. And
I remember that one.
And I found like contest problems really fun to do, and I just got really enticed by it and just continued to pursue my passions.
Great. Was there a teacher in particular that introduced it to you here? Do you remember?
I think it was Mr. Eakin. He led us for like a bunch of math contests back in grade 8 and 9, including the math challengers, which we did kind of okay in, I guess.
Yeah, so that's where your interest sparked.
Yeah, in middle school at Mulgrave.
Great.
For physics, however, I started physics in grade 10 mostly because before that, science was very broad. And grade 10, we kind of specialized some more. And that was also when I did the Michael Smith Science Challenge, which I placed first in BC. I would like to say, not like I don't think I won it really.
I'm still impressed, Matthew. First in BC is still amazing.
Yeah.
Something to be proud of, right?
I guess, yeah.
So you're competing in a couple of weeks. You said, was it November 12th,
It's November 12th to the 21st.
So you're going to Thailand as part of Team Canada.
Yeah.
So I have to ask, how do you prepare for a competition like this? Are you nervous? How are you feeling right now?
I'm pretty nervous usually in general, but to prepare for contest, I would usually go through the textbook first to just learn everything. And I have a lot of textbooks that I use. They're all like stuff that the leader of Team Canada recommended for me. And two of the ones that I'm using for the International Olympiad for Astronomy and Astrophysics are Fundamentals of Astronomy and Modern Astrophysics. So I went through these over the summer, and I'm still going to go review them recently. But after I finished learning all the concepts, I would just do contest problems day and night, pretty much.
So you kind of get the theory behind it all, and then and where do you get the contest problems? Like, is there a list that they provide, or?
Most of the past contests are online, and there's also a few books which contain thousands of problems that you can do, and you can't really finish those, I guess.
So now you're on the home stretch before Thailand. How many hours per day or per week are you devoting to just preparing for this competition?
Per week, maybe about. Well, recently it's been a lot less, probably maybe like 20 hours per week, but I hope to devote more, but yeah, IB in grade 12 is pretty challenging.
Yes, life sometimes gets in the way, but 20 hours still sounds quite significant.
Yeah, it's a lot less than in the summer. I was, like, at my peak, I was spending maybe 40 hours a week.
Wow, so like a full-time job.
Yeah, it feels like it.
And so the last summer you went to the University of Florida and you were working in their labs. Can you tell us a bit about that?
So over the summer, I did research on the applications of fiber optics in astronomy. So I was creating like a fiber bundle, which we used to transport the data from the telescope to a graph, like to a machine, I guess, that processed the data and produced the graph so we can analyze the stars, like the star, I guess. And essentially, we wanted to create a better well, the throughput of the fiber bundle is essentially how much % of light can go through the bundle. And our project was just to increase the throughput so that we can collect more data at a faster rate.
And so who were you working with on that? Like, were you with other high school students? Was it a grad student who was leading the project?
I was working with like another lab partner who he came from Texas, and yeah, it was really fun because we got to know each other better and we could collaborate on a project and share our own insight. And the professor who guided us through the lab project was Dr. Jian Ge from the University of Florida. And he helped us by providing like research papers beforehand and telling us where to go when we got stuck, and also helping us write the research paper in the end.
Very cool. And now, so looking ahead to university, you're in grade 12. Is University of Florida, is that on the map, or what are you thinking about? Where would you like to go?
I think I might apply to the University of Florida since I would probably be able to work with Dr. Jian Ge again, and then I could continue to pursue my passion in research in physics and astronomy. And also, I think the schools I applied already are MIT and Caltech for my earlies, since
Wow.
well, they're like the best STEM schools in America and in the world, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so how do you see all this interest? You know, you look 10 years ahead, maybe you finished an undergrad, maybe a grad degree. What does a future career look like for you?
I think I will probably either be doing research in physics, just like I did over the summer, because it was really fun. It was like a different type of problem solving. It's also different from like labs, because in labs it's just a set of steps that you have to follow to reach a certain outcome. But in the research process, I realized that it's nothing similar to a lab, and that there's no steps, and you have to like walk your own path into unknown territory and try to make new discoveries. And also for the career, I think I might possibly consider mechanical engineering, since yeah, it's also like it allows me to apply the mathematics and physics that I learned through my high school years, and also continue to study math and physics in university. And also there's like more job prospects, I guess.
Yes, mechanical engineering, yeah, that's definitely a good one. Well, thanks so much, Matthew. I feel like I could sit down and pick your brain all day, because this is absolutely fascinating to me, because I really don't know too much about it. And even just listening to you, I wish you could show me some of these problems to have a visual, because, yeah, it's really, really interesting. And huge congratulations on everything you've accomplished, and also good luck in Thailand in a few weeks. I'm sure you'll do really, really well.
I don't think I'll do that well. The competition's really hard, it seems.
Well, I thank you so much for being here, and you'll have a great time. It's Thailand. It's a wonderful country. So even if you come back, not getting placed as you hoped you would, you'll still come back with a wonderful experience.
Okay, thank you.